I received a court summons. My brother's wife falsely claimed I promised her my house. My lawyer advised, stay calm. I nodded. Then we presented evidence of her forgery and sued for malicious prosecution. 1 week later, her own lawyer was frantically calling mine to drop the case. I-38M, Matthew got served. Like legit process server at my door, handing me papers saying I'm being sued. By my own sister-in-law, Fiona, 35F. For my house. My house. The one I bought years before she even met my brother, Ryan, 37M. The claim? Apparently I promised her the house, like gifted it, verbally, and also, wait for it, via a signed personal letter dated 6 months ago. A letter I have absolutely zero recollection of writing or signing because, I didn't. My first reaction wasn't rage, it was this weird, cold, heavy feeling in my gut, like dread mixed with pure bewilderment. Fiona? She always seemed ambitious. A bit of a climber. Always complaining about their small apartment, hinting how perfect my place would be for them someday. Ryan just kinda goes along with whatever she wants, always has. But this is next level delusion. Or malice. Called Ryan immediately. He was cagey. Look, Matthew, Fiona feels really strongly about this. She has the letter. Are you sure you don't remember? She says you were pretty clear. Why make things difficult? He immediately jumped to defending her narrative, implying I was the one being unreasonable. No, maybe you forgot. Just straight to questioning my certainty. He mumbled something about how upset Fiona was that I wasn't just agreeing. Yeah, that tracks. He sounded uncomfortable but clearly parroting her line. She wouldn't lie about something this big, Matthew. Oh, wouldn't she? That conversation told me everything I needed to know. Ryan was either completely snowed or complicit. Didn't matter which, really. He wasn't going to be helpful. Next call, lawyer time. Got a recommendation for a sharp litigator, Mr. Scott. Laid it all out for him in his very beige, very calming office. Showed him the summons. Told him about Fiona, about Ryan's reaction, about the impossibility of this promise. Mr. Scott listened patiently, steepled fingers, the whole lawyer 9 yards. His advice? Stay calm. Don't engage with them directly. Let them make the first move beyond the filing. And let's look into this supposed letter. He suspected BS right away, but lawyers got a lawyer. He asked if Fiona had any reason to believe I'd give her the house. Any casual conversation she could twist? Nope. Never. We weren't even close. Polite family stuff, holidays, birthdays. That's it. Then I had an idea. Mr. Scott, I said, the cold feeling solidifying into something harder. This feels calculated. If she forged a letter, what else is she capable of? I want to hire a private investigator, dig into this letter, into her story, everything. Mr. Scott raised an eyebrow, but nodded slowly. Aggressive, but potentially prudent if she's fabricating evidence. It's your money, Mr. Hayes, assuming Hayes from context. I know a reputable firm. So yeah, lawyer on retainer, PI getting hired, let's call him Mr. Logan. All because my seal decided she deserves my house. The calm Mr. Scott advised, it's there, but it's the calm of a deep, cold river. On the surface, I'm nodding, saying, understood. Underneath, I'm already calculating. She fired the first shot, alleging I promised her something based on a lie. Fine. Let's see just how good that lie is. This is gonna cost a fortune, isn't it? And my relationship with my brother. Probably torched. But letting her get away with this? Not happening. Update 1. Okay, it's been about 3 weeks since the summons landed. Things are escalating, just like you guys in the comments predicted. Thanks for the support, feels less like I'm losing my mind knowing this level of entitled BS is actually a thing. First off, Mr. Logan, the PI, worth every damn penny already. He got a copy of the letter via Fiona's lawyer, part of initial disclosures or whatever. It's almost comical. A typed page, super flowery language about family bonds and wanting her and Ryan to have security, allegedly signed by me. The signature, it's close, I'll give her that, like she practiced it from birthday cards. But Mr. Logan immediately flagged inconsistencies. The pressure is wrong, the slant is off in places, he said. We'll need a handwriting expert for confirmation, but my gut says forgery. Big surprise. He also found out Fiona quit her part-time job about 2 months before the date on this supposed letter. Why? No idea. But timing's interesting, right? Suddenly jobless, then poof, a letter gifting her a house appears? Yeah, okay. Then came the family offensive. Got a call from Ryan. Not angry, more whiny. Matthew, Fiona's really upset you're fighting this. She showed me the letter again. It looks like you're writing. Why are you making this so hard? Just talk to her. Me, Ryan? I didn't write it. I didn't sign it. There's nothing to talk about. It's with the lawyers, like she wanted. But it'll cost so much money and it's tearing the family apart. Mom's a wreck. Spoiler, Mom called me later, furious at Fiona, telling me Ryan is being an idiot. So another lie from Camp Fiona, trying to use Mom as leverage. Me, Ryan, she sued me based on a document I never signed. She started this. Talk to your wife. Click. Done with that conversation. Then the ambush. Dropped by my parents' place last Sunday. Who's there, unannounced? Fiona's parents, Brenda and Harold, and her smug sister, Jessica, 30s F. Cornered me in the kitchen. Fiona's mom, Brenda. Matthew, dear, we're all so worried. Fiona is distraught. This house means everything to her security. You know how much she loves it. Jessica, yeah, Matthew, she's been talking about living here for ages, planning renovations. You know you promised her. Her tone was pure ice, trying to gaslight me. Me, I absolutely never promised her my house. I don't know where she got that idea or that letter, but it's false. Fiona's Harold, are you calling my daughter a liar? Me, I'm saying the claim is false and the letter is not authentic. My lawyer is handling it. Walked away. The nerve. The entitlement is breathtaking. Fiona's now apparently telling mutual friends that it's basically sorted. And she's just waiting for me to do the right thing and hand over the keys. She even texted me, breaking the lawyer rule, asking when would be a good time to bring by her designer to measure for drapes. Blocked her number immediately. Sent screenshot to Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott is loving this. Every entitled text, every lie Ryan parrots, every attempt by her family to pressure me, it all goes into the file. He's drafting discovery requests that are going to make Fiona's head spin. Wants detailed financial records, history of the supposed promise, names of anyone who witnessed it. Feeling stressed? Yeah. Pissed off? Definitely. But mostly just focused. This isn't just about the house anymore. It's about the sheer audacity, the maliciousness of trying to steal from family with lies and forgery. Stay calm? Oh, I'm calm. Calmly gathering the rope she's handing me. Update 2. Dirty tricks and steel spines. Okay, it's been a couple of months since update 1, so we're maybe 3 to 4 months into this mess now. And yeah, it got dirtier. Shocking, I know. Mr. Logan continued digging, and the evidence against Fiona became ironclad. Remember the forged letter? He tracked down the exact template she used. A fancy, personal correspondence template from an online stationery site. The purchase was made on her credit card 3 days before the date on the forgery. Even better? After a significant back and forth during discovery where Mr. Scott had to file motions to compel, we finally got court-approved forensic analysis of her laptop. Bingo. Metadata remnants showed the document file was created, edited extensively, and saved multiple times after the date it was supposedly signed by me. Complete fabrication timeline. To top it off, Mr. Logan secured a preliminary sworn affidavit from a top handwriting expert, confirming the signature is a definite forgery, calling it amateurish in key aspects, and stating he'd testify to that effect. Boom. So evidence equals overwhelming. You'd think Fiona and Ryan might back down, right? Ha ha ha. No, they doubled down. Hard. Dirty trick 1, the smear campaign. Vague posts started appearing on social media from Fiona's sister, Jessica. Stuff like, so sad when family tries to screw you over, #greed justice for Fiona. And praying for my sister as she fights for what she was promised, family betrayal. No names, but clearly aimed at me. Mutual friends started asking questions. Had to calmly explain to a few close ones that Fiona was suing me based on a forged document. Most were horrified for me, thankfully. Dirty trick 2, the sob story offensive. Ryan called again, this time full-on guilt trip. Matthew, Fiona's having panic attacks. She can't sleep. This stress isn't good for her. We might lose our apartment because we thought we had the house based on your promise. You're destroying us. How can you be so heartless? Notice how he casually slips in the based on your promise line now? Pure gaslighting. Me, Ryan, your wife committed forgery and sued me. Direct all communication to Mr. Scott. I swear, the delusion is pathological. How am I the bad guy here? Dirty trick 3, the ambush 2.0. Fiona herself showed up at my house, rang the doorbell repeatedly. I didn't answer. Lawyer's orders, just watched her on the security cam. She actually started yelling through the door. "Matthew, I know you're in there. Stop hiding. This is my house, you promised. Just give me the keys. Why are you doing this to me?" She kicked the door. Actually kicked it. Got that on camera too. Sent straight to Mr. Scott. My response? Pure legal steal. Mr. Scott took the PIs, Mr. Logadin's, the expert affidavit, even preliminary, it was damning, the metadata report, the video of her kicking my door, the social media BS, Ryan's messages, and compiled it all. We didn't just prepare to defend, we prepared to attack. Filed the official response to her lawsuit, detailing the forgery, attaching the expert report summary, and referencing the metadata findings. And we filed a countersuit for malicious prosecution, seeking full repayment of my legal fees, PI costs, damages for the stress and reputational harm, and punitive damages for the sheer calculated fraud. We weren't just defending anymore, we were going for the jugular, legally speaking. Mr. Scott advised this was the time. "They're escalating recklessly," he said. "They believe their own lies, or think bullying will work. Time for a shock to their system with the evidence and the countersuit." Handing over those countersuit papers to the process server felt heavy, but necessary. There's a brief flicker sometimes. This is my brother. But then I remember Fiona's smug face, Jessica's sneering posts, Ryan's weak accusations, the kick on my door. Nah, they built this. They can live with the fallout. The calm is still there, but now it feels less like a river and more like the quiet intensity of a controlled burn. Let's see how they like the heat. Final update, kaboom, consequences delivered. It's over. Took about 4 months after filing the countersuit, so around 7 to 8 months total hell, but it's done. And yeah, the ending was kinda explosive. So, we filed our defense laying out the forgery evidence and the malicious prosecution countersuit. Served Fiona and Ryan. The reaction was swift. About 1 week after their lawyer, Mr. Howard, received our filings, complete with the preliminary but devastating handwriting experts report, the PI's, Mr. Logan's findings on the document template purchase and damning metadata, screenshots of Jessica's smear campaign, the video of Fiona kicking my door, Mr. Scott got a call. Not from Fiona's lawyer, calmly suggesting they talk. Oh no, it was Fiona's lawyer, Mr. Howard, apparently in full panic mode. Mr. Scott recounted the call to me later, barely suppressing a grin. Apparently, Mr. Howard was practically shouting, "We need to talk. My client, there's been a misunderstanding. She wants to withdraw her claim immediately. Just drop everything." Mr. Scott, channeling pure ice. "Withdraw her claim? Certainly. However, Mr. Howard, my client's claim for malicious prosecution stands. Your client knowingly filed a fraudulent lawsuit based on forged documents, engaged in witness tampering via third parties, harassed my client, and attempted to defame him. We are proceeding." Apparently, Mr. Howard sputtered. But if she drops her suit? Irrelevant to the damages already incurred and the malicious nature of her actions. My client has spent considerable sums defending against a fabricated claim. He has suffered significant distress. We demand full compensation for legal fees, investigative costs, and substantial punitive damages for the intentional fraud. Mr. Howard apparently tried arguing, blustering, then practically begged. "What does your client want?" What I wanted wasn't just money. I wanted them to feel the consequences of trying to ruin my life over their greed. Negotiations were short and brutal. Mr. Scott laid out our terms, non-negotiable. Immediate, formal withdrawal of Fiona's lawsuit with prejudice, meaning she can never file it again. A signed, notarized statement from Fiona admitting the promise letter was not authentic and she had no legitimate claim to the house. Full payment of all my legal fees and PI costs. The total was staggering, easily 5 figures. Mr. Scott presented itemized bills, an additional sum, agreed upon, also significant, for damages punitive settlement for the malicious prosecution. A permanent restraining order preventing Fiona, Ryan, Jessica, and Fiona's parents, Brenda and Harold, from contacting me, coming near my house or workplace. A public retraction apology posted by Jessica on her social media accounts where the smears occurred, lawyer-approved text. Mr. Howard balked me, especially at the damages, the admission, and the public retraction. He threatened to fight the countersuit. Mr. Scott just emailed him the link to the security video of Fiona kicking my door and screaming it was her house, along with the expert report summary page highlighting indicators of forgery, and mentioning the readily available metadata proof. The next call, Mr. Howard agreed to everything. The fallout, Fiona had to sign that statement, admitting the lie even in legalese. Jessica had to post the humiliating retraction. It was blandly worded, but the shame was palpable. The restraining orders in place. The money? Heard through the grapevine, my parents, mostly, that Fiona's parents, Brenda and Harold, had to bail them out. Cleaned out a chunk of their retirement savings to pay my legal bills and the damages. Ryan had to sell his decent-ish car. They are, apparently, financially wrecked. And stuck in their tiny apartment, the dream of my house now a nightmare that cost them dearly. Their reputation in the extended family and parts of their social circle? Shredded. The story got out, not from me, but you know how families talk. People know Fiona forged documents and tried to steal my house. They know Ryan enabled it. They know Jessica smeared me. They are pariahs at family gatherings they probably won't even be invited to anymore. Ryan tried calling me once after it was all settled. Unknown number. Sounded broken. Matthew? I messed up. I should have listened to you, Fiona. I hung up. Maybe someday, years from now, we can talk. But right now, the wound is too deep, the betrayal too calculated. He chose his side. Fiona? Zero remorse, according to my mom, who unfortunately ran into her mom, Brenda. Still thinks she's the victim somehow. Entitlement runs deep, doesn't it? Doesn't matter. Her opinion is irrelevant noise now. Me? It cost money, time, and a brother. For now, maybe forever. The stress was insane. But seeing that settlement agreement, knowing they faced real tangible consequences for their malicious greed? Yeah. That's justice. Not flashy Hollywood revenge, just the cold, hard, expensive reality of getting caught red-handed after playing stupid games. Mr. Logan, the PI, and Mr. Scott were worth their weight in gold. Bought myself a nice bottle of scotch, toasted to peace and quiet in my house. Moved on. They wanted to play dirty? They found out I play smart. And I play to win.